My name's Nick Pugh. I'm a pre-sales analyst with Digital, and we're going to show you some using Kofax Business Connect. So the first thing is you can see that I've already got Business Connect open on my mobile, so I'm going to authenticate, and I'm going to do that with my fingerprint. So it can be username and password, but I'm using my fingerprint, and I'm logging in as administrator. The area that we're going to go to within Business Connect, there are multiple functions that you can do within Business Connect, some of which have been in our other videos, such as secure print release. We're going to go to the activities section, and we're going to show you some mobile capture activities, which are in the document management section. So these are workflows that I've created. The first one is a mobile scan and OCR. So this is kind of having the power of an MFD, but with your mobile phone, perhaps in the middle of a field or somewhere away from the office where you don't have that MFD. So I'm going to initiate that first workflow, which is going to do a OCR, a scan and OCR, and the resultant file will be a text searchable PDF, which is going to get emailed. So I'm going to go into that. The only field of data, metadata that we're collecting is the email address of where it's to be sent to. I've set it as a default to mine. You can change it to whatever you want. We're going to add an attachment, which is the button at the bottom of the screen. And for us, we're going to take picture from camera. We could, have a workflow that involved video or sound, or we could already use a file that we'd already captured on the device, or we can select a file that's in My Files. So that could be SharePoint or network folders. But we're going to do add files, take picture from camera. So my document is there. That's what we're going to capture. So we're just going to hit, and hopefully I've got a nice, obviously, the stiller and straighter that you are, the better quality of output you're going to get. So we're going to click OK. We're just going to go in and edit that document, and we're going to do a crop on it. In fact, it's done an auto crop for us. And we're going to hit save in the top right, then top left, and then to submit that document, it's the cloud in the top right with a little arrow pointing upwards. And that's now going into a workflow that's initiated by Business Connect. It's actually going through AutoStore and going through several processes to OCR and convert the document to a text searchable PDF. And that's going to come into my email in just a couple of seconds. In fact, it's beaten me there already. So that was how quick it was. That was completely in real time. So you can see, ignore the fact that it says note to self. That's because I'm using my own email account to send to myself. Normally the subject line wouldn't be, the sender wouldn't be note to self. We've got the message there. Please see attached document, which is now a PDF text search, PDF format and text searchable. There is the document, and we're going to open that. And we can review that document, and just to show that it is text searchable, we're going to do a search, and we're going to look for perhaps the word print as an example. And you can see all of the places within that document that the word print has been used. So very, very handy field-based data collection. I'm going to show you the next workflow now in the series. So we're just going to go back to Business Connect. This is the same kind of workflow, but this is a scan and OCR, but this time it's going to come via email as a Word document. So we're going through exactly the same process that we did before. So take picture from camera and take the picture. We're going to do the OK. We're going to go and just do a little bit of editing. We're going to do the auto crop again, except for this time we're just going to adjust it manually. I'm going to do crop to that, and we're going to hit the save. And then we're going to, again, we can just put a different email address in, and we're going to submit. So this is going to come out as a Word document. So let's just wait a couple of seconds for that to go through. And we're just going to open up my email. I'm just going to close down the old email. The bottom email is the old one, the one that we did as our demo number 1. So this is the new one. You can see the message says it's a Word docx format. We can have different output formats if we needed to. So that's now docx. And you can see there it's captured all of the information, and it's retained most of the formatting, and we can do a search on that document. We can find print, and again, there we go. So that was the second one in that series of short demonstrations. We're going to go ahead and do the third one now, which is this one is a mobile scan, an OCR, and redact, and the output file is going to be a PDF that's going to get emailed. Now we've got an external list of keywords that we're looking for. They could be patterns, phrases, regular expression, but we've put the word support into our list of things that we want to redact. In reality, it would be something possibly more sensitive. So again, doing the same process, we're going to take a picture from camera. You can see this document is splattered with the word support all over it. So we're going to take that picture, and we're going to do an OK. Just going to make sure that it's cropped up nicely, and just make that a little bit wider there and also there. We're going to do the crop. We're going to do the save. We're going to tick OK, and we're going to submit that. Now this document, because it's got the word support in it, and the word support is on our list of patterns and phrases that we're looking for, this document will go through a classification process. If it finds the words that we're looking for, the document will be compromised. If it doesn't, the document will be clean. And again, hopefully this document has beaten me to it. So you can see we've got the message. It is compromised. It tells us we found that word on the watch list, and that document is there. And you can see that the word support has been taken out of it in various places. So hopefully, and also, sorry, before we go, we've also, because that document was compromised, we've added a watermark across it saying that it's a confidential document. If you're wondering why it's missed the original out of the bit at the top, it's because if you remember looking at the original document, it was a very light grayscale. The OR and the NAL of original were in dark, and the DIGI, which it hasn't managed to pick up, was in a very light shade, so it didn't OCR that bit because it's basically it's a graphic. We could have optimized the scan quality and resolution to possibly have picked that up if we needed to, or recognize graphics as well if needed. So that concludes that.